Yo, this is King Earner coming to you live and direct. I'm honored to see y'all today. Listen to me, man. A day before y'all day, the Veterans Day, and guess what? It's always a day of CMOS for King Earner. You know why? I get up first thing in the morning and I make sure that I put me some CMOS Gold, raw honey, and apple cider vinegar in the blender with rather water, juice, of my kind, not a bunch of juice with sugar, but with vegetables or some type of plant, anything that has some type of benefit from it. I like to put into my blender in the morning time, and I like to go ahead and make me a CMOS shake or just drink the CMOS plain by itself. But today, we got to understand that honorableearners.com is the place to go to get your CMOS Gold. With a smile on my face, I'm happy to say that Darryl Schuler family, a positive family of black men prestigiously growing up in our community that were targeted at a time. I can remember when I was down fighting a lot of drama when I was a young boy, and I can remember these OGs getting a lot of special privileges, but although I think a lot of them was in a hole and things of that nature, but their honor was intact. People were bringing them food and, get this for so-and-so and make sure you put that on the plate for someone. A bunch of honorable things was going on in the jail, and I was just a youngin', wild, and I was just understanding what the OG had told me. The OG had given to me over the Berg on B Block. He said, them boys innocent, man. Boy Darryl and his family, man, they're nothing but positive individuals that give back to the community. He said, listen to me. I guarantee you they beat it. And at those times, outside of dudes like John Gotti, you didn't hear about individuals beating the federal government. And I had to, let it sit on me for about a couple weeks before I spoke on it, because at the end of the day, we're talking about innocent people. This is why they were found not guilty. This is why the government and the 39th District, all the tricks and trades that they pulled, it just didn't work because they were not guilty. At the end of the day, when you see the people find you not guilty, but before the not guilty verdict came in play, they were also, had a hung juror. So that's showing you something there, black men. That you have someone that you can look into your community. You have someone that came out of North Philadelphia, out of Philly, period, who done the right thing, and all 19 co-defendants, all 19 on the case stood tall. We're not talking about people making up stories and trying to get out. Listen, let me give you an understanding about when you're facing crime and you're going in, if you're not guilty, sometimes you look at it in a way where as though you may say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and plead out, man, and just accept whatever it is, man, that way I'll be able to see my family again. All 19 men stood solid. All 19 men stood on sturdy foundation. So when we speak of prestige, and we speak of honor, and we speak of all those good things, and us being from Philadelphia, we should have someone that we look up to. Starting today, I look up to the brother Darryl Schuler based off of honor. A lot of people are going to say what they're going to say in the comments. I'm not here for that. I don't even check the comments. When I do, I breeze and I laugh and I joke and I keep on going. But when it comes down to things like this, something that goes down in history, individual who was targeted, made to be wrong people based off of them being in an urban community. It happens on a daily. You have individuals that get set up by the government because they go for things like buying sham drugs off of individuals, like drugs that are supposed to be drugs. But I'm saying to you that if a white man, some man or any man offers a black man in poverty something and he has nothing, do you think that man would try to grasp or earn? Yeah, that happens in our community. So why is the government allowed to send these individuals in our community? Like the big truck they had with the sneakers and the clothes. It's all a line of setup, but we are setting ourselves up by always wanting to be the individual with that super name brand on everything that we do. Don't you know that you had brothers pave a way for you like Darryl Schuler? Don't you know that you had brothers that made sure they honored their communities, made sure they looked into helping the people only because of the things that they had going on, and they saw what was going on around them. And those things was black men that they had going on. Those things were black men trying to come up in the community and show the way to everybody. And guess what? The government nor the police like that. And it's sad that you can have some of these black brothers be on these forces and they be okay with these white cops going behind and sneaking and giving and putting illegal things. I understand my position now for my community. I understand my position. Once I read Darryl Schuler's story and I looked into his whole story and I got some confirmation from some honorable men, I heard good things, man. My OG Skag Murphy talk positive about the men, and I don't hear Skag, giving up honors to men at all, period. He'll be quiet before he say anything negative because that's how he has learned to be. He's less, on the violent tip, on the negative tip. He's more on the receiving and always knowing what's going on out here by just listening to what a person like King Erna has to say. And I have to say that through the few years that Skag has mentored me, it has showed me that there were powerful black men, and there still are powerful black men that we can look at as role models and say, I want to be just like him. And some people in Philly call it being Joe or whatever. No, I call it giving honors, man. People hate that King Erna speaks up on the truth. See, they want me to be quiet, and I've never been a bull who will not speak up. You'll see me around, and I don't got too much rap. That's how I always was. Fed, state, worldwide, in the streets, outside of the streets. This is me. I'm not a talkative individual. But when you get me to speak up on something, I can't keep quiet because I'm going to speak all honor and I'm going to speak the truth. And this is why I'm in all these recreational centers now. This is why the community is giving me the opportunity to come into my old neighborhood and just have a speaking. See, it's not about who follows you all the time. It's about who listens and take just some of what you say and move on. I'm taking up all of what I've seen of Darryl Schuler, and I'm going to make sure that I apply that to my life by staying firm and going into positivity. So now when we look at these type of things and we get an understanding of good brothers who had a whole lot of honor in their life off of positivity and was found not guilty by the federal government and the regular states, these individuals have showed you that you can do the right thing in positivity, and no matter how many they send at you, whether it's the county police, whether it's the federal police, whether it's the DTs, the DEA, if you ain't doing nothing, guess what? You don't got nothing to worry about. Bottom line, and the men that do have something to worry about in our world, people that are in other countries that are starving, the men who have no food, that have to eat, that go after a coin that have to eat, you can't make a decision on how them people live because at the end of the day, you're not feeding these people, man, and you're not over in these countries. So keep your mouth shut on how these people make the decisions in their life to survive and earn and live, man. Stop looking down at people. Learn to look up based off of honor. Learn to look at a brother and say, damn, I'm liking the way how he carrying it. I got to honor that to the highest level. Now, if you know what with the lingo and all that, carrying and all that, that comes from King Erna. A lot of people ain't gonna give y'all that. That came from the world. That came from the brothers of honor. That came from my brothers, the ones that are being persecuted right now. Sent away, sent to jail, and already guilty before they even go to trial because the social media is trying to convict them. The social media is saying this, that, and the third, and that's all the social media do. And I'm guaranteeing you that when Darryl Schuler and them was going through mishaps with the trials and tribulations, there were people saying things and saying they're going to wind up going away. And look, they killed them with success. You don't got to kill a rat anymore with a pistol. You don't got to stab them anymore. You don't got to beat them up. You kill them with success and you keep them away from you. Sooner or later, they're going to realize that they're being used by the government and that no one is going to ever accept them. Their own family will stay away from them. And I'm not saying that any of us ever put a hand on any of these rats. Because you know why? You'll lose. You'll lose to the highest degree because then they have an ability to point the finger and lie on you more and make the lie look like the truth, all because you decided to smack one of them. You know they kittens. Start ignoring those type of individuals and make them never a part of your life. Make them individuals that you never speak to because all they do is recycle crime, rats. That's all they do. They recycle the crime. The government gives them an ability to do any crime in the world in our community. Our community, even you taxpayers, in your community, the government is giving a person an okay to do crime as long as they tell on Larry, Moe, and Jack that's also doing crime. Now, how ignorant is that? But yet, the black man has to become a follower of everything. So here it is. You have a million dudes running around here telling on everything but themselves. And the government is going to wind up getting pulled up on it by the Supreme Court because King Erna is not going to allow the recycled crime. I'm asking anybody that got any honor, if you got a whole lot of true honor in your heart, go donate to the Honor Your Life campaign on Instagram. Go click the link in the bio. See everything that I have done for the last few years, how much I have gave based off of honor. And now I'm calling on my community. I'm calling on those who claim to be of prestige just to support. And if you don't, I'm going to keep continuing doing it. So far, who has helped me do this outside of Leap Moss? I'm talking about in reference to people in the communities. You know, how many? I have my Mikey Logans. Support, King Erna, you need some help? Want me to point you in the right direction? Points me in the right direction. I'm talking about those who don't know me that need the support. I'm talking about those who remember the story of Darryl Schuler when they was going through their trials and tribulations and they stood on sturdy foundation with their faith in the law soprano with the Isla and beat that trial twice. You see, when you have that type of leadership in front of you, all you have to do is make sure you pay attention and listen when that person speaks. Yes, that's how you have to carry it. If you don't carry it like that, then you become a loser because you lose everything those before you put in place for you to go in the right direction of being what? A successful black man where someone will be able to honor you the same way I'm honoring them. Yes, based off honor. That's it. I don't need no cookies. I don't need no certain kind of hellos or anything different because my honor intact. I'm bringing to the youngins understanding that we do have role models. We do have leaders in our community that's been in the same jam as other brothers, other good men of honor have been in or that are going through it right now. They've been in that jam, but yet they walked away. You know why? Because they wasn't guilty from the get-go. Respect, love, and honor that. You don't have to be a person who get on Instagram and want to put your arm around guys and say, this is the picture I needed to be on and maybe my status go up like that. No, you lay back like King Erna. They seen me in the mix. They seen me climbing. And one day when I'm of age, my children will be able to look back because I have thousands across the world right now, today, who go on their platform and they speak good of King Erna. If they're not doing it on their platform, they're doing it amongst each other, based off honor. Yeah, I know him. Boom, boom. I get it back every day. And I see it when I'm in other states and I'm in other towns and even when I'm in my own town. Believe it or not, Philly behind me. The ones that have honor in their veins. You know, this isn't a joke. This isn't a game. I'm restoring it, and it's been the same message. It's just, at one time, I had to put a little water on the message for you guys to get an understanding. And then, once I bring the understanding of recycling crime and how the government wants that to continue to go, now y'all dig it, huh? I'm honored by that. Stay tuned, then more is coming. And if you don't understand that, understand CMOS gold is saving lives, huh? How about that? I'm giving them honor along with giving them the CMOS gold that's going to change the mentality to go in something positive. Live and direct. HonorableEarners.com.